If a person is not working, there is no point of contact through which they're going to receive from God. People have been positioned wrongly, saying that I'm going to receive by people physically given to me. And so they sit down and talk about the blessing, not through the productive labor of their hands, but whether or not somebody handed something over to them. Oh, that somebody called me when I was in this and the person just gave me that. That's not the place. That's an exception. The rule is what Paul is saying here. I have coveted in Acts chapter 20 verse 33, no man's silver or gold or apparel. They said, you yourselves know that these hands have ministered to my necessity. In other words, my needs have been met through the work of my hands. So when he says God will supply all of your need according to his riches in glory, the point of contact for the prosperity of that person is the work of the hands of that person. If you do not work, the Bible says that person should not eat. So working is involved in this. In fact, what Paul was saying was that I receive, I give, but I receive through the work of my hands. Prosperity there comes through the work, which means the labors of that person. And work is a spiritual thing. That's why the minute Adam sinned, God said, in the sweat of your face shall you eat bread. It will affect your work. It's spiritual. And part of what we're talking about here is that as you're working here, God is going to, so when he says give, you shall be giving, pressed down shall men bring into your bosom. It's not necessarily saying that men are going to give you material things here. You are going to have people opening up doors for you. You're going to have people that will support. You're going to have bosses at work that will allow you, all right, and give you space. This is what we're talking about. You're going to have people like Potiphar that will look at you and say, listen, we'll open. That's what he's talking about. You're going to have referrals. You're going to have people that will come into your life that will remember. That's what he's saying. But the issue is that through the work of your hands. That's the point of contact. That's why he told Cain, he said, from now on, the earth shall not yield its increase. It's a spiritual thing. If he says God ministers seed to the sower and he's going to give to the poor, he says that seed he's ministering comes through the labors of his hand. When he multiplies the seed sown, his productivity in the labor of his hand. It gets to a point where there's so productive that he has multiplied. You get what I'm saying? That's where the multiplication begins to come here. Opens up channels there. That a raven came to feed you is the exception. All right. The rule is that you go into the work. That's the way he will do it there. And you will work and God will prosper and he connects, all right, you're helping people to the productivity of what you are doing and how it will come out.